Alright, everybody, we're back here with Pentagon Challenge and a bit of a change since last episode. We've gone and moved up north to Huddersfield. Everybody, that's right, we've kind of made sort of move that we were planning on making halfway through this season. If you remember on last episode, we said we were probably going to try and find a struggling promotion hopeful and take over halfway through this season with the hope of trying to get him into the championship. But the Huddersfield job came up and they're in a much better position financially, amongst other things. So we applied and we got offered it. Now, I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to keep this up or if I'm going to be able to keep it up consistently through episodes. So I'm just going to revert back to how I would normally talk. So we just had a little look as we do during off season. Every now and then we just drop into the job centre and have a little look. And we saw the Huddersfield job was going up. Now you'll notice their overall balance 26 million transfer budget. We actually had 10 million in the transfer budget. Now Huddersfield last season, I believe they finished something like 15th or something like that in the league. So it was kind of quite easy to see why their previous manager got relegated, who I believe, it was Chris Basham, who I think is the former Sheffield United centre-half. So we got sacked and we've took over. Now, we're still in League One, which obviously is where we got Swindon to. And don't get me wrong, it was purely circumstantial. I was quite happy with the team that I built at Swindon, and I wasn't necessarily looking to really take a massive leap. But this opportunity came up and we took it. It was quite easy to see why they were struggling to really get out of the division. They had a lot of average players on quite high wages as well. So they had Chris Willock, who is decent, but by no means was anything close to being a star for us. A lot of the players I have sold, who on paper look really good, all have doesn't enjoy big matches as a minimum, but some of them have hates big matches, and pretty much all of them were inconsistent. So João Carvalho, inconsistent, hated big matches. Connor Falls, same. Jan Dander was the same. Emil Rees, this guy didn't even have a work permit, and I was thinking, oh, he looks really good actually. I could really get use out of him, but he couldn't get a work permit, so I just had to sell him. What we've done is we've brought in this guy. He's a new gen from Blackburn. He's not the biggest keeper, but he's got really good attributes, so he's going to be our number one keeper just on loan for this season. As you can see, he's got quite a high transfer value. Sean Smythe is someone I've actually been scouting for a while when we started at Swindon. He looks like a really good, potentially solid ball-winning midfielder, but he stayed out on loan at Crewe just to further his development. Leighton Stewart, is a guy who's from Liverpool, who looks like a sort of solid little striker, who for 14.5k I was not going to say no to, and he's already worth 4 to 6 mil. So if he can do a decent job for us, we should be able to get a decent chunk of money. Manuel Castro is a winger who was actually already on loan at the club when I took over. I just made that move permanent. Jensen Weir, he was also on loan from Brighton, and we were able to sign him for free. Tashan Oakley-Booth, he is another midfielder who, again, we signed for free. We were just trying to increase the depth and improve the quality of the club. Jack Scott is a fullback. Again, he was a free, and we just wanted depth at right back, literally just an option. Same with Femi Aziz, winger, decent pace, okay crossing, but again, just a depth option. Nick Quinn is a young winger who I have really good hopes for, actually, someone I want to try and really bring through this season. If we can just get him to work on his pace a little bit, I think he could be a really good threat down the wing, but I think he can also maybe play. I've got a feeling he's also quite happy playing in another role as well. Yeah, on the left. Oh yeah, that's right. He's left-footed, so he can either play on the wing or on a right-hand side as a inside forward. John Stedman, who was this guy? Oh yeah. He was another guy we got from Crewe. Another winger, really rapid, youngish. Still got plenty of room to develop. So again, working his crossing, and he could be a really good player for us. Liam Craven, he was someone we've been eyeing up for a while. We noticed him when we were at Swindon in League 2 from Scunthorpe, so we've brought him in, and I think he's actually stayed out on loan, maybe. Yeah, he stayed out on loan at Scunthorpe. So again, young player with the potential for development, and then a good sell-on. I mean, he's already, sort of 10 times worth what he was when we bought him for. Connor Keogh, I think, is another, he's a midfielder, young midfielder we picked up from Ireland. Again, a lot of these players, so the club wants us to sign young players. So I've kind of just signed a lot of youngsters with the view of hopefully being able to sell them on. George Barnes being another one. Young winger, plenty of room for development, costs very, very little. So again, good option to develop. Tony Redpath, again, another winger, young, on loan from Chelsea. Just really brought him in actually just to more have a look at him and see if he can be a useful player for us, and we might try and sign him. CJ Ramsden, I've had my eye on him for a couple of years, and the reason being is that CJ Ramsden is actually like a QA lead for Sports Interactive for the Match Engine. So that's obviously just his in-game player. And he's actually like a decent little player, so he's young still. So we just signed him just because, you know what, just for laughs, and he's already worth quite a bit more than what we bought him for. And Matthew Carson was a left back we just brought in from Coventry just to add some cover, because we've actually got a left back which I really like the look of, which is this guy Kamal Mia. He's on loan from Southampton. Now he's down as a left back. I actually personally would really rather play him as a midfielder. Because his passing and his tackling is unreal. But for now, we're just going to leave him at left back because he's like, you know, probably one of the better players to play in that position. But I gradually will just want to move him into midfield if we can. Nick Lima, I checked him. I don't think he's the same Nick Lima who kept getting sent off for Zealand. But I don't think he's the same one, but I did think when I saw him, I was like, is that the same one who used to keep getting sent off for Zealand? Levi Colwill obviously made his loan move permanent. He's okay, he's quite a quick defender, but he's certainly not stellar, and I don't really think he's going to get much better than he already is. We do have Lewis Gibson, who used to play for Everton. I'm quite happy with him. He'll be a really good option at centre-half, and he can also play at left-back. Oh, sorry. A couple of things we didn't actually see because some of the transfers took place before the official end of the season. We brought in Nat Phillips. He centre-half. He is the guy who used to play for Liverpool. I think we signed him from Palace. Same with Luka Milivojevic, who we just signed in. He's like 35, but just to add a little bit of depth into that midfield and a bit of solidity, hopefully. And Jason Van Dweven. I'm sure I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sure it's Van Dweven, or it could be Van... How do they say it? Berghuis? So Van Dalven? Dalvin? I don't know. But yeah, I'm not sure. Dutch people, if you're watching this, let me know how you pronounce it. Still got plenty of room to develop. It looks like he's not really developed that well at young PSV, but I'm hopeful he can become a good little player for us. He's still got 4-star potential, so hopefully we can catch that and sort of see him through and hopefully turn him into a good little player for us. In terms of the tactic we're running, because we are kind of one of the stronger teams, I want to try and play on the front foot, to be honest with you. So I've initially set up a control possession 4-2-3-1 with a wing play tactic to make the most of Novakovic being a 6'4" centre forward. And then we've also just got a 4-3-3 gegenpress, which the assistant manager suggested that we could quite comfortably play. So yeah, this is the tactic we're going to run. In terms of in the league, our media prediction is second, so that would be great if we can match that and you know, get that second spot and hopefully get promoted into the championship. And then we'll see what we do, whether we again look to move on or whether we do actually look to try and stay with the club and get them out of the championship and back up to the Prem. Now, it's saying to go positive over attacking, but Colchester literally did just get promoted with us with Swindon, so we're going to go for it and we're going to go attacking. Now, I need to change this because my assistant's just been picking this team for the friendlies we've had. So I want... I'm sorry, mate, but I don't want you there. I do want Josh Veyer. I think I'm actually going to want to... Do I want Josh Veyer in over Jensen Weir? No, I think I want Jensen Weir in. I'm going to leave Leighton Stewart on the bench for now. We're going to play Gibson over Colwill. We're going to leave Mia in at left back. We're going to leave Castro in as the inverted winger, sorry. I think actually, you know what? I'm quite happy with leaving George Barnes in as the winger. We'll leave him in for now. And I think what I'll do is this guy a winger? No, he's a midfield centre. No, I don't want him there. Jack Scott, who are you again? You're the right back. And who do I want as the other right winger on the bench? Tony Redpath is not fit enough. I don't know if I want CJ in there over Keogh. Or do I want Femi Aziz in? Maybe I want Femi Aziz in as well. Then you know what? Josh Vaya can drop out. And we'll go with Tashan Oakley Booth, I think. No, actually, scrap that. Josh Vaya, he's a good rotation option to have. I think we just leave it at that. Mark Harris, sorry. Is someone who could probably quite easily start up front, to be fair, but we're going to leave him as an advanced playmaker for now. I think he's someone who actually potentially could do a job as a shadow striker. In fact, the game is suggesting shadow striker as his strongest position. I do love a good shadow striker, so you know what? We'll actually leave it at that. I know it's control possession, but a target forward did actually work quite good for us at Swindon in this tactic with George Hurst, who we did actually try to sign, but because we'd give him a new contract literally just before we left Swindon, I think in the March or the April, he wasn't interested. We had a bid accepted, but I would have loved to have had George Hurst here because he was just immense for us. So we've got our first game here at Huddersfield. First game here at Huddersfield against newly promoted Colchester. Can we get a lovely, lovely win to kick things off? That would be nice, wouldn't it, everyone? Great delivery. Right on top of the keeper. We like that. Aiming right at the big centre forward. Yeah, so I was obviously quite looking forward to the prospect of trying to establish Swindon in this league. But when this opportunity came up to take a job, which was a massive step up in terms of the potential for this season, we've basically taken a team who was probably, looking to sort of escape relegation, maybe secure a nice, comfortable bottom half finish, top half if we were lucky, to a team who really has the potential to get promoted. Ooh, unlucky. And obviously that would be great for us, in terms of our career, to try and get, back-to-back promotions on our CV. Kayembe, he was already here. Novakovic. Yes! First goal of the Mountford era here at Huddersfield inside 7 minutes. Well won by Kayembe. I keep knocking that microphone. Sorry, everyone. You can't see all of his stats, but you can see his technicals are pretty good. And the ones you can't see, he's got 14 pace, 13 stamina, strength of 16, and agility of 12, as you might be able to see there. But yeah, he looks like a really good, solid midfield engine for us to have. It's 1-0 already. Swindon are winning. George Hurst, what a legend. Beating Walsall. Absolute solid guy. Well done, Georgie. Castro, Novakovic again. I'm also really trying to use the fact that we're playing with a very strong team in this division with a lot of good technical players to really sort of put a marker down as a very technical coach looking to play possession football. Because that will stand us in good stead when it comes to applying for new jobs, I think. Because and they're down to 10 men inside 20 minutes, and that should really be the game now. Because, more elite level clubs are going to want a manager who wants to play attractive football, generally speaking. So, and it's 2-0. Yes, Lewis Gibson. Yeah, boy. If we can establish ourselves as a good technical coach playing exciting football, hopefully that bodes well for, when we're looking to get a job at a Prem team or, a top league on the continent, basically any top division in a top 15 coefficient team. That's, really what we need to be looking at trying to make a move to soon. Because I think, it would be nice to start competing at the highest level. You know, even you can get some sneaky Champions League performances, like, you know, in appearances, just to try and build up our reputation as a coach. You know, even if it's like literally we end up just being like the whipping boys for like Chelsea or PSG or something like that in the group stage, and end up like, you know, dropping into the Europa League, or if that, it's just more exposure. Now we got another corner. We know what happened last time. Lewis Gibson got the goal. Not to be this time. Nah. No. Bruh. Oh, come on. Get out. Come on, let's try and get a third just before half time. That'd be lovely. George Hurst has scored again. He scored again for Swindon. Yes, Georgie. You absolute ledge. Put Swindon 2-0 up. Go on, lads. Let's have it. Get ball forward, please. Thank you. Lovely ball. That's a terrible, terrible effort that is from Mark Harris. That's truly shocking. Should be embarrassed. George Cooper's made it 3-0 for Swindon against Walsall. Walsall also got promoted. They won playoff, they did. What are the Georges, my boys at Swindon? Top effort, lads. Right. Second half, more the same, please, boys. Come on, let's have it. Let's really lay down a marker that Huddersfield are a team that are going places this season. It'll be nice. Swindon sitting top at the table. Well then, lads, I'm sorry I left you, but you know what? Chaos is a ladder. Oh. Nae bad. Nae bad. He looked quite sharp as young Barnes on wing. Probably not even our strongest winger, you know. In fact, I think it's going to be time to make some subs soon, innit, boys? Oh, that's a risky move. Oh, that's just over. Don't like that. Right, we're going to bring on Femi Aziz. Now, if I remember rightly, oh no, he's left-footed, so he needs to play inside forward. He does. No, lad, that's not a good. That's not a good move. That Novakovic, don't like that. Can we please get ball forward again? Thank you. Oh, lovely, lovely football, that, boys. Oh, that's beautiful. Someone's got to get in box though. That's no good. That's no good. Right, I'm going to bring on Jason. Oh, on Jason. Let's see if you can rediscover some magic here. What are you going to play as? I think we're just going to play as advanced forward, mate. Come on, Femi. Let's go. Oh, he plays it through for Harris. Goes round keeper. Oh, dear me. Dear me, champ. That weren't good, was it? And I think we made last sub in a minute. Mia's not having a great game. Who are our other subs again? I can't even remember now. Oh, let's take off Castro and let's give CJ a little run out. And we'll play him as inside forward as well, because boy can't cross at the moment, don't think. He can't cross. Oh, I just realised looking at my camera, it's sunk lower and lower, so all you could see was my face. I mean, I know that's the most important part to see, but you know. Need to see a bit more than that, don't we? Come on. Let's get ball forward, please. Thank you. And again, yeah, come on. Oh, what a ball. That's terrible. Like, hit it across goal. Hit it across goal. We've absolutely smashed these, though, we have. Swindon's winning by 4. By heck. Please tell me it was George Hurst hat trick. I'd love it. Oh. That better be... Oh, you're joking me. No way. Oh, he was as well. It's a great finish, though. It's a great finish and a great ball. Never mind, Jason. Never mind. That's not good, mate. That's not good. Oh, yes. 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 Oh, unlucky. Hey, their keeper's had a good game, hasn't he? He played very well. He has played very, very well. Made some good saves. Wouldn't be surprised if he ends up with man match, to be honest with you. Man or match or... Nick, that's no good. Got to do better than that, champ. Oh, that's great tackle though from Nat Phillips. Really, really good tackle. Yeah, it behooved me to sign an ex-Liverpool player, but you know what? He looked a class centre half. So, yeah, like I said, come from Palace, I think. Let's see. Who got man of the match? No, I mean George did get a 7.7 rating, but I think it was our Nick Lima. Oh, now this is a sight that brings me joy. Georgie Hurst getting a hat-trick on Swindon Town's first game back in League One. George Hurst's on fire. What a lad. Well in, Georgie. Oh, I love to see it. Right now, everybody. I hope you don't mind, but I think I'm going to try and fly through these next couple of months up until the 28th of October when we play against Swindon Town. So, yeah, basically the reason why this episode took a while to get out, I've been absolutely swamped in work, and I've also just been doing a bit of like the Everton save as well. But basically what it's meant is I've actually had this episode ready to record for about a week, but I've just not been in a position to try and get them all out at once. So, obviously I've done a couple of Everton episodes, I think, since last time, since this came out, and yeah, basically I've just not had the chance to sit down and record this because it was quite a big video, you know, to go through a lot of stuff. So I'm gonna try and spread it out a little bit more over this season, just so I can try and get through it quite quickly. Like, I'd love to try and get through this season by the middle of May, to be honest with you. That would be really nice. So what I'll basically do is I'll just probably do, like, depending on cup progress and stuff, maybe like 4 or 5 episodes tops for this season, depending on what happens with the cup. So yeah, we'll have Swindon then, and then we may well have, like, if we do all right in the FA Cup, if we get to the 3rd round, I might do the 3rd round game here if it's against, like, you know, a biggish team. If not, we will leave it and we'll wait until, like, maybe if we get through to the 4th round or the 5th round, if we're really, really lucky and we draw like a Prem team, we'll maybe bring it back for then. But otherwise, you know, we'll probably just basically just spread it out. Like, you know, obviously we're going to do the home game against Swindon. Maybe we'll do like away at Bolton or whatever. You know, somewhere around here we'll come back sort of end of Feb, middle of March, beginning of March. But then the chances are we might actually bring it back for the last game of the season against Portsmouth, or if we're in a position where we can be looking to get promoted, we'll bring it back for the promotion game. But yeah, I just don't want to keep you guys waiting for ages, because I'm like waiting to try and be in a position where I can actually record an episode, which is only like a month down the line. Like, I don't want to say, oh yeah, I'll bring it back for like Coventry, and then, you know, me fly through, get to Coventry, and, like, you know, a few hours of gameplay, but then actually it takes me ages to record it, and then I'm just sat waiting on this save while you know, it's kind of just going stale because I've not got time to record it. So if that's okay with you guys, I'm going to try and just, you know, just only do like a few episodes for this season, just to really try and get through it. I hope you have all enjoyed the episode, everyone. It's been really, really good to get back to the Pentagon challenge, and yeah, I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone. Stay safe. Bye.